Good morning, kindergartners. Happy Friday, and it is a beautiful day today. I'm going to read you another story, and I am hoping on Monday that we are going to be able to do a Zoom talk. I will be sending more information to your moms and dads about that over the weekend. But as you know, I'm not always the best on my computer. Remember, my whiteboard sometimes doesn't work, so this has been a learning experience for me. But I'm hoping we'll be able to connect on Monday. I miss you so much, and I would love to just be able to see your faces. So this is a relaxing day today. Finish up anything that you might want to keep working on. If you or your parents have any questions for me, but otherwise get outside, enjoy this beautiful day, and just have fun. So my story today is called The Duck Who Loved Puddles, and it is written by Michael Pawlowski, who is a man, and the illustrator is Diane Patterson, who is a woman. The Duck Who Loved Puddles. And you can see this book was well used by my children. Puddles was a little duck. He belonged to Farmer Dodd. How did Puddles get his name? This is how. Puddles loved to splash. Splash, splash, splash. The more puddles, the better, said the little duck. And I bet some of you love to splash in puddles too. Puddles was Farmer Dodd's pet duck. Puddles lived on a farm. And a farm is a good place for a pet duck, especially one who likes to be wet. He splashed in puddles everywhere. He splashed in puddles here. He splashed in puddles there. He splashed in every puddle he could find. What a wet little duck Puddles was. What makes puddles on a farm? Rain makes puddles. But sometimes it does not rain. Sometimes there are no puddles. And without rain, a farm is a dry place. Puddles the duck did not like to be dry. He liked to be wet. Where can I splash? Said Puddles. Puddles looked for a wet place. He looked and he looked. Poor little Puddles. All of the places that were once wet now were dry. Puddles was not happy. A dry duck is not a happy duck. You can see by his face, he doesn't look very happy. I must find a new place to be wet, said Puddles. I must find water to splash in. But where can I find water? Puddles went to the barn. Cows lived there. Puddles liked the cows. The cows liked Puddles. Hi, cow, said Puddles. I am looking for water. All the old places are dry. The cow looked at Puddles. It has been very dry, said the cow, but there is water by the barn. It is in a tub. Farmer Dodd put a tub of water by the barn. Oh boy, cried Puddles, water! Away ran Puddles. He ran to the tub of water by the barn. Splash! Into the tub went Puddles. Splash, splash! Oh, what good wet water! Puddles splashed and splashed. Let's see the cow watching him out the barn window. Water splashed out of the tub. Oh, what a lot of splashing. Stop that splashing, cried one of the cows. Why? Asked Puddles. Splashing is good for ducks. I like to splash. The cow said, but I want to drink. This water is not for ducks. It is for cows. It is not for splashing. It is for drinking. Puddles stopped. Drinking water? Cried Puddles. Not splashing water? Cow water? Not duck water? I must find a new wet place. Puddles got out. The cow drank out of the tub. Away went the duck. Poor little Puddles. He was unhappy. A dry duck is not a happy duck. Where to look, said Puddles. Where? Puddles looked by the brook. No wet places there. The brook was dry. Puddles went to the pond. No water there. Away went the unhappy little duck. Puddles went to see Farmer Dodd's dog. The dog lived in a doghouse, and by the doghouse was a little dish. In the dish was water. "Oh boy," cried Puddles. Into the dog's dish went Puddles. Splash, splash, splash. Think the dog's going to be happy? The dog was in the doghouse. "What is all that splashing?" he asked, and out he went. "A duck in my dish," she cried. "Out, out, 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 out. I do not want a duck in my water." The Puddles looked at the dog. The dog was not happy. "I will go," said Puddles, and away he went. Poor little Puddles. He could not splash in the cow's tub. He could not splash in the brook. He could not splash in the pond. No splashing in the dog's dish either. Where could he find water? "Farmer Dog has water in the house," said Puddles. "I am Farmer Dog's pet duck. I will go into the farmhouse." So into the farmhouse went the little duck. He looked for a wet place, and he found one. Where? In the kitchen sink. Dishes were in the water. Oh, what a silly duck. Ducks cannot splash in the kitchen sink. A sink is for washing dishes. A sink is not for ducks. "A new wet place," cried Puddles, and into the sink he went. Splash, splash, splash. Puddles splashed in the sink. Mrs. Dodd was in the farmhouse. "What is that splashing?" she asked, and Mrs. Dodd went to look. What did Mrs. Dodd see? She saw a wet duck in her kitchen sink. "Puddles is in there," she cried, "a pet duck in the kitchen sink with the dishes. Oh no, oh no, go duck, go out, out, out." My kitty likes stories too. Puddles heard Mrs. Dodd. Out of the sink he went. Oh, this is Cleo. Get down, Cleo. Away he ran, but he did not go out of the house. Puddles found a new wet place. It was a place for baths. The place was the bathtub, and the bathtub was full of water. It was Farmer Dodd's bath time. "Oh boy," cried Puddles, "a good place for splashing. It is not as big as the pond. It is not as big as the brook, but it is a good place." Splash into the tub went Puddles, and happy, happy, happy he splashed. Farmer Dodd went into for his bath, and what did he find? In his tub was a duck. A duck was splashing in the bath water. Farmer Dodd was not happy. "Puddles, you silly duck," he cried, "out of my tub, out of my house, out, 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 out." Puddles got out in a hurry. He ran by Farmer Dodd. He ran by Mrs. Dodd. Out of the house he ran. Poor Puddles. No wet places in the house. No wet places out of the house. No more water. No more splashing. What an unhappy duck. "Without rain, a farm is a very dry place," said Puddles. "Dry places are not good for ducks. Ducks like to be wet. Ducks like rain. Rain. Sometimes it does not rain, but sometimes it does rain, and rain it did." "Oh boy, rain!" cried Puddles happily. It rained and rained. Water in the brook, water in the pond. All the old places were wet again. Puddles splashed in the brook. He splashed and splashed. Puddles splashed in the pond. He splashed and splashed. Puddles was a wet duck once again, and a wet duck is a happy duck. The end. I hope you liked my story, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. I miss you and I love you. Be safe this weekend, and I will hopefully, fingers crossed, see you on Monday. Bye.